160 kilometres northwest of Chongqing, Dazhou is home to some of China's most impressive cave sculptures.
Some of the carvings are over 1,500 years old.
This place is totally surprising.
This is Weathered Wanderings. Few foreign travellers ever take the overnight train from Guilin to Wuhan, as it's an industrial city lacking the coloured history of other parts of the region. It did, however, hold a particular draw for us, as it was here we would start our Yangtze River journey. Being a city unused to foreigners can present problems during booking, but we did our best and soon found ourselves on a bus to Yicheng. We've a lot of travelling to do. From Guilin we caught the overnight train to Wuhan, now we're busing to Yicheng, situated on a bend in the Yangtze, then boating down the Yangtze by ferry to Chongqing. I know I told the ticket office that I didn't want to be stuck on a boat with only Western tourists, but when we found we were the only foreigners on the boat and that some passengers hadn't seen foreigners for 7 years, we guessed this boat probably wouldn't be stopping at any tourist places along the way. We settled down in our 6-berth cabin as evening approached, delighted to have it to ourselves. Traveller's tip number 10. When you find yourselves only 3 people in a 6-berth cabin, don't assume you have it to yourselves.
We're on a rusty old boat, but it's okay because we've got a 6-berth cabin, and lucky for us we've got it all to ourselves.
Got into bed, nice and comfy.
And then we go around turning the whole room into our room.
But we had strung up washing across the room.
A dental floss clothesline.
And we had stuff everywhere.
And hang undies and wet clothes from it. I put my wet sandals on the windowsill. Granny washes out her undies, puts them above the sink. We got stuff everywhere.
A horn went.
Look, we're coming into port.
Oh, we might be able to go somewhere.
It was exciting.
So we should get up and get dressed.
And then it suddenly dawned on someone that there were people waiting on the pier.
And there were 3 beds in here vacant.
So then we panicked.
So they're going to come in and get in these beds.
We turned the light on, then realised that everybody on the pier could see us. So we turned the light on.
We put it all together and threw stuff all around.
We had to pull the clothesline down.
And next minute we hear people walking up the walls. We could hear this thump, thump, thump.
The climax of the story comes.
Then they turned the key.
Granny, standing in her nightie,
Rattled the door.
hugging her towel to her face. Says, they're coming in.
They're coming in.
We had to open the door.
2 young girls came in first.
And an old guy, an old codger, came into our room.
And he was first up this morning, washing himself in the wash basin, rattling and carrying on. Anyway, so that was our night.
And that's the end of my story.
One of the really obvious effects of travelling into this part of non-tourist wise China are stairs and the fascination your presence causes. After 3 nights on the boat, we were glad to make it to Chongqing. From Chongqing, we elected to take a 3-hour bus ride out to Dazhou, a little town northwest of Chongqing. There we tried Sichuan hot pot, a specialty of the region, and made some new friends. Only open to the public in 1989, Dazhou is a place that hasn't made it onto the tourist trail and into the guidebooks yet, although the rock carvings that surround the town are so spectacular that it seems only a matter of time.
The most amazing thing for me about Dazhou was, well, it was the colour, because it was blue and purple and gold, and you don't expect that from ancient things.
Highlights of Dazu's most interesting section include the magnificent reclining Buddha and the terrifying niche of the Underworld, complete with knee-breaking hell.
Dazu district and carvings are unbelievable, a sight to see.
Our train was leaving for Chongqing in a few hours, and the language barrier was holding us up as we tried getting to our train by foot, then cart, then taxi, but in the end we reached Chongqing. But Chongqing South Station, not North Station, sound familiar? We got on the train without too much kerfuffle, but there was a problem with our bedding.
Okay, so we're here in 3 top bunks, it'll be fine, except Grandma can't climb up there and she's confused.
Up the ladder. Karen keeps laughing at me.
This is called Grandma cracking it.
I just won't do it.